Ladies and gentlemen, welcome faces back to. Why do I feel like singing today?
You're
But
in
I
a
can't
singing
I'm in a
mood.
singing mood.
You say, ooh, yeah,
Ooh,
yeah. You sound like the Hannah Montana, like,
That-
you know?
yeah, I know what
You
you're
know?
talking about.
You
I
know
know
what
what
I'm
you're talking
saying?
about.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome faces back to a brand new episode of the Fun Bomb Podcast.
Yes, sir. I'm Maya.
And my name is E, but my real name is Edamame.
Edamame.
I gotta say something.
Okay.
I don't mess with edamames. I don't like them.
Really?
No.
No.
Why are you serving them? Don't
I
do
like
that.
edamame.
Why?
It kind of tastes good.
Okay, no. Okay, I need to talk to the all women that are listening right now.
What if men like edamame?
No, fellas, just be quiet real quick. I'm not talking
Okay.
to men right now. Okay, I'm talking to women.
Yikes.
Okay.
Got it. Roger that.
Why is it that when we go to a sushi restaurant, right, all you can eat, okay, you guys place an order, but you don't think of what you're ordering. You don't realize how much food you're ordering. You're not thinking with your head. You're thinking with your small stomach. You guys have small stomachs. I'm gonna be honest, okay?
Our eyes are bigger than our stomach, for sure.
Your hearts are very huge, but your stomach's not so much, okay? So, why is it that you're ordering all this food, knowing damn well you're gonna be mad at your man, or let's just say it's all the girls, right? Girls' night, girls dinner.
Yeah.
When it comes down to the last, what kind of roll? Who doesn't? We don't like. What's the worst kind of roll out there? I don't know. Just a regular tuna roll.
I was gonna say like a plain roll with just cucumbers. Ain't nobody
Yeah,
wanna eat that.
why? Don't do that. Just
vegetarians, I get it, but come on.
I guess.
Grow
Anyways, girl.
I'm just kidding.
So when it comes down to the last roll, why are you looking at Janice like, yo, Janice, you ordered these motherfuckers? Why aren't you eating them?
Janice, if you don't start munching on this sushi,
y'all get so mad. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's because
But
we're
you put
hungry.
yourself in this position.
Yes, we do. But we're hungry in the moment, so we're like, you know what? I'm gonna order all this because I think I can eat it, and then you can't eat it.
But this happens every time.
It's fine.
Every single time.
You know what? Let us live. Okay? Yeah. Stop talking.
No, I'm going to keep talking just because you said that.
Yep.
You're probably the worst with it too. I haven't been to sushi with you, but I probably wouldn't go to sushi with you.
I am very good with my sushi intake.
No, I don't believe it.
Now, are there times where I can't finish my sushi? Absolutely.
Oh my God. You know those ones like you got to start unbuckling your pants?
When you go to an all-you-can-eat sushi, you cannot dress up. Or if you dress up, you have to wear flowy pants. That's
100%. No, 100%. The amount of times I've been the guinea pig though, like whether it's me and like my friends or with my girl, the amount of times I become the guinea pig as if like, why do you guys just look at us? Like, hey, come on. What are you guys doing?
Don't be shy.
Eat up. What?
That's true. You
always I'm gonna start bringing containers. Real shit. I don't care.
You might as well.
I'm gonna start bringing containers.
But like sushi, the next day never tastes the same.
That night. What the fuck?
Oh, you're gonna go home.
I'm not talking about that. No, I'm taking it home at least. By the time I get home, I'm gonna be hungry.
True facts. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
Driving.
I think you guys just need to work on your, you know how like your CSIS skills, you can figure out everything about a man within like a span of 10 minutes, where he's born, where he works, his family members.
I did that the other day, actually.
Yeah, well, you should put that energy into strategically planning what you're ordering for sushi. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's no fun.
Fellas, I tried. I tried.
Stop complaining.
Anyways, okay. Maya, what are we talking about today?
So today we have a very interesting topic. I'm very excited to talk about it because I think this is going to be a fun little series that we're going to start. So today we're going to have a little crime episode. We're going to be talking about the Menendez Brothers case. And I feel like people either have heard about it or people pretty much just know everything about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I've only heard about them. I haven't.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what happened.
Yeah. And then there's people that don't know it at all. But
you're like, who?
You're like, who in the goddamn
Shawn Mendes is here? What's going on?
Danny Fernandez? Yeah, no. So I'm just going to go over the Menendez Brothers case, fill you guys in on that. It's a very intense, interesting case. I'm going to be looking at my laptop a lot, so don't judge me.
Hang on. This is Murder Mysteries? Is that what we're doing?
It's not really a mystery, but it's a murder.
Right, murder. Okay.
Yeah.
So they murdered. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready. So basically, in August 20th of 1989, Eric and Lyle Menendez, way back.
We taking it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eric and Lyle Menendez shot their parents in their home. So that's
You just started out with that?
yeah. That's I'm just letting you guys know. And
No
then I'm gonna
build up?
go. No, I'm gonna
No,
go.
yo, they just popped
Just
the
so you
cap,
know.
bro. That's it.
Yeah, no, actually,
Holy shit.
no, but I'm gonna go into like the whole like details, the background, the stuff. This is, but I'm
Gotcha.
letting you know like that's what
You're letting us
basically
know what's good. I get it.
what's happening in this.
Gotcha.
So like yeah, trigger warning if you guys are not good with this kind of stuff. Just like
Oh, guys, you got me here.
peace
You got
out.
my. I got this. We're gonna make this
We're gonna be
fun
okay.
times. Yeah.
Um, okay, so Eric and Lyle had a father named Jose and a mother named Mary, but people called her Kitty. I don't know why, but
Kitty,
they Kitty.
like Monsters
But
Inc.
yeah, but they
Okay.
called her Kitty. So Jose moved to the States in the 50s, was like an upcoming guy, whatever. Uh, he got a scholarship for swimming. I'm going to just talk about the background of them too for now. And that's how we met Kitty. So they met at like university or college,
Kitties don't
whatever.
like swimming though.
Okay, they met at college, not at a swim meet.
Okay, Michael Phelps, relax.
Alice. Okay, anyways. Um, and at the time when they met, Kitty was like a pageant queen and like glitz and
Oh, so
glam
they
and
were
all that
like
stuff.
king and queen
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
Okay, I get it.
yeah. So Jose ended up like working his way up, and like in the 80s, he ended up becoming the head of the RCA Records, and had a hand in like signing bands to like the company and stuff like that.
Interesting.
So then he was like loaded, like they were loaded. So they ended up moving to
Like they
it's like
made their money,
yeah,
or
like
like they were born into it.
well no they made their money. Like
Okay.
Jose started with like nothing. Like he was
Oh
lived
wow.
in where did he live in? I don't even remember. But he like moved to the States. He was like living in his cousin's attic. Like he whatever.
Sorry, they were living in LA. You said, or no, not yet.
Yes. So
Okay.
they moved to Beverly Hills, like a nice Beverly Hills mansion,
Right.
and it was like located on one of the most exclusive blocks. Like apparently, like
Oh,
I think Michael Jackson lived there at one point. Like
no way.
yeah, like crazy.
Holy shit.
So Jose was very stern and was like wanted his children to be perfect, and like he was
Mm,
very big on his like reputation and how his reputation had to be to a
how it
T.
precedes him, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when your parents are like, when you go out, the way you act represents me. Has your parents ever said that to you?
No, they never said that, but they just said
Oh,
don't be an idiot.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Well,
parents said that
too
once or
late,
twice.
I guess.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
But yeah, so he would pretty much like control what they ate, who they talked to, like what they
Control what they.
watched,
Oh, damn, he
what
was
they eat.
strict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kitty pretty much just like backed up whatever Jose did.
Hmm.
And she also like had very dramatic mood swings. So like she was like depressed and stuff like that.
I'm getting this is not a good mix. This is like Henny and like some vodka bullshit right now. This is not good.
No,
You don't
it's
mix those
you
two.
don't mix.
Yeah.
You can't mix dark and light. You
That's
know what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying.
Liquor,
Like,
liquor.
no, but you just said
You
that.
can as a person that is light skinned. You can mix. I promise.
You're light
Um,
skin?
yeah, you didn't
Okay.
know.
No, I
That's
didn't.
crazy.
No, I didn't know.
Okay. So yeah, his parents like dad was really strict. Mom pretty much did nothing to support her children.
Right.
I guess like she supported them, but like she backed up like her husband pretty much to like
Right.
the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So first I'll talk about Eric. He was 18 at the time
Oof.
of like the killing. So he was the youngest brother. Grew up
So
in the shadow of his brother.
that senior year, 18, or like just graduated. I guess it depends on when he's
Ye-
born.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't remember much. Um, but yeah. So his dad was like super strict on them, stuff like that. His
Yeah.
grades were slightly above average in school.
Okay.
Where his brothers were like trash. Like his brother did not
So
care.
Eric's the older one.
Eric's the younger one.
So Eric's the younger one. Okay.
Yeah,
Who's the older one? Is
Lyle,
Lyle, who's how old?
21.
Okay.
So they're both really young.
Right.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
younger than us right now.
Yeah. 100%.
Um, but yeah, so when Eric graduated high school, he wanted to go to a college out of state, but his parents were like, no, or like his dad was pretty much like, no,
Mm,
not happening. Um,
wow.
so Eric didn't have like a lot of friends, but he had this like one like best friend or like close friend or whatever, and they wrote a screenplay.
Oh.
Or Eric wrote a screenplay, and it was basically like about uh, a teenager who literally murders his parents for inheritance. Yeah.
No. Come
Um,
on.
yes.
Oh shit.
Insane, right? Um, so he ended up showing that screenplay to Lyle, and they were
Hmm.
like, "Let's recreate this. Let's do it."
Like they thought it was a good idea.
They said, "Let's do it," because yeah. So we'll get more into it. So
Okay.
then Lyle, he's the older brother, obviously 21. Um, so growing up, he like developed a bad like bedwetting problem at the age of 14 and like suffered from insomnia. He had a bad
Hmm.
temper and like just mainly because of his father, like the way his father treated him and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was hard as hell on him.
Yeah. And his dad actually made him like choose a sport, but he wanted him to choose a sport that didn't involve a team. So
What? Why?
I couldn't tell you. So he ended up choosing tennis.
Okay.
So yeah, because his like grades and stuff weren't good, like it caused a lot of tension at the house, and like he got rejected from Princeton and ended up going to like some community college. Um,
Right.
but
Is
then
Princeton
eventually
in LA? I don't know this.
Princeton, no, it's
Is that
I
not out
actually
of state?
it
Or
is
is
out of
it
state, but I'm not sure where.
right? Because he didn't let Lyle go out of state.
No, he didn't let
That's
Eric.
oh, but Lyle.
So technically, Lyle went away for school first for a little bit and then
Mm,
came back. I don't it was very confusing, the whole
okay.
thing.
Okay.
But anyway, so he originally got rejected from Princeton, but later on ended up actually going to into Princeton, and I think it was because like the dad like paid people
Probably
to let him
paid.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
like that's like a thing. That's a whole scandal. Like that happened
Yeah.
recently with like a bunch
Yeah. They
of
always say, if you know somebody, that's how it works. And if you,
connections
rich.
and rich, literally. But then he was later suspended from Princeton for plagiarism.
Oof.
Yeah, so that
Talking about
was that.
academic misconduct,
You know
Maya.
what I'm yeah, don't bring it up. It was one time.
We haven't said this in a long time. How many degrees?
2 degrees,
How many diplomas?
2 diplomas,
How many smart people?
none.
Two. The answer is two.
Absolutely none.
Two dummies.
2 dummies and 1 academic misconduct.
Yeah, but we still graduated.
But we still graduate with honors. Okay, yeah. So basically that's pretty much like who the brothers are, whatever.
Right.
So they're very close in age, like whatever,
Were
stuff
they
like that.
close with each other?
Um, I wouldn't say super duper duper close, but like
Right.
pretty like I mean, I think if you murder your parents, you have to be like someone.
I guess,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so Eric ended up writing that screenplay, showed his brother, and they were like, "We're gonna do this."
Right.
So like a couple days before the actual murder, they actually went out and purchased guns. So I think it
Oof.
was like on the 18th or something they did that.
Right.
So the murder actually happened on August 20th, 1989. Um, Basically, Eric and Lyle walked into their family room and shot their parents while their
Straight
parents were
up.
watching TV. Yeah, they
Holy
shot 15
shit.
shots into their parents. 50, yeah,
Like total.
I
That's still a hell
think
of a
total.
lot.
It's still a lot,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because
Um,
that's like they like
they want them dead.
yeah.
So Eric fired the first shot, but
Right.
apparently Lyle was like the best, like he fired the best shot
Like his
because
was the killing shots kind of
yeah,
thing.
because
Right.
he landed a bullet in the back of his dad's head and then a fatal blow to Kitty's face.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
like pretty bad. So after that, so they do that, right?
Yeah.
After that, they go to the movie theaters, buy a ticket to watch Batman. So it's like they have an alibi.
Right.
So they buy a ticket for Batman, toss the guns, changed, and then they drove back to their house and like pretended to discover their parents dead.
Right.
Yeah. So then Lyle calls 911 and was like, "My parents just got shot, this, and that." And
Oh
like
shit, I'm just
they were
realizing that
like,
they stay yeah, right, they staged it.
yeah.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
were like, maybe it's like a mob execution thing because like their dad was pretty much like mob boss, like stuff
Oof.
like that. Because he was like super high up there, like whatever.
So they kind of
Because
knew, like, they knew how to play their cards.
yeah, because it was
Right.
yeah. So they're like, maybe that's what it is. Da 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 da. So that was the night of the killing,
Okay.
which I find
1989.
insane.
August. August.
August 20th,
August.
which I find absolutely insane.
They what still blows my mind is they did all this because if Eric had not created that screenplay, it probably wouldn't have happened.
That's yeah. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe it would have happened because they both had so much pent up aggression towards their dad.
Yeah.
But like, no, yeah, I think the screenplay definitely was like,
I
let's
also think
just
I
do
don't know
it.
why I'm trying to aid their thing. I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. But I'm saying if they wanted to be smarter about it, shouldn't they have bought a ticket before it happened? So that
Yeah.
way their alibi could have been like we were actually at the
At the
movie.
movies.
So how
Yeah.
could we be
So,
at two places
or
at once?
maybe it was like they bought it and then they went back home. Like they said to their parents, okay, we're going out to the movies, but never went to the movies and like came back or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
Um,
But also I'm picturing how do they get away with this? Because doesn't their house probably have like security cameras everywhere?
I don't think, I don't know.
No, they weren't the thing back then.
I
No.
guess not.
Okay.
So yeah. So over the course of 6 months, like, so they never got like arrested right away because they were like, they're pretty
Oh.
much like high end, like not celebrities, but they have money. So no one
Mm-hmm.
suspected that it would be them because
Right.
like they firstly it was maybe it's a mob thing.
Yeah.
So people were like, okay, and they were playing it pretty well of them being hysterical and being like, oh my god, like I just
Yeah.
lost my parents, this and that. So
Fun fact, well, cocaine, I'm not even making this up, like cocaine was actually very prominent in the 80s and I guess early 90s.
mhm.
So, and mob stuff, that could have been a thing, especially in LA. So
Yeah,
it's
for
kind of
sure.
it's kind of a
Like
good time
it's
to kind of to blend in, if you want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so over the course of 6 months after the killing, the brothers reportedly spent about $1 million on parties, travel, and shopping. So, when people started realizing that they're like blowing all this money, like,
Their actions are speaking a lot louder.
so like
Right.
Lyle, like before the funeral, Lyle spent like $15,000 on 3 Rolex watches. Um,
Damn. Because
they
they never had access, I guess, to the money.
Yeah, because the
Right.
dad, like, controlled everything.
Right.
That's the other thing I didn't mention was, like, I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, like, the dad, like, barely, like, gave them money to, like, do things. So once they got the inheritance, they were like,
Mm-hmm.
"Let's just whatever."
Yeah.
Um, so, yeah, they ended up moving out of the Beverly Hills mansion, and they were staying at, like, expensive hotels before leasing a condo in Marina Del Rey.
They were just moving around hotel to
There's
hotel.
going Yeah.
Damn.
So,
And these are
Eric
two kids, man. That's fucked.
What? Oh, you just glitched.
Oh, I said these are two kids. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm,
Um, where am I? Oh yeah, Eric also ended up buying a Rolex, like lost a bunch of money to gambling, like he ended up hiring a tennis coach for 60K a year cuz he wanted to go pro instead of going to school.
right.
Which he actually like went to the Middle East to compete and was like really good apparently. And Lyle went to Princeton but didn't attend classes. He focused on business pursuits and shopping and he purchased a
It's
pop
shopping that says that.
yeah, he purchased a popular student restaurant, like a restaurant probably like near campus,
Right.
and for like $500,000,
Hmm.
hoping to like turn it into a franchise, which never
I
really
guess didn't
happened.
work out.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
people were like, okay, these two brothers just lost their parents like 6 months ago, and they're
Hmm.
spending all this money. They were buying cars, they were buying all these things. People were kind of starting to suspect like they're acting very strange. Like
Their
this,
actions are speaking a lot louder than like how they should be mourning and like how oh my god if this was like truly an awful thing they're not acting
yeah,
like it.
if my parents both died or like were shot mob style, I would not be okay to be out shopping and like
Yeah,
buying
but
all
the
these
difference is
things.
if it was you pulling the trigger.
Exactly. So that's why
Yeah.
people were like they're acting kind of like strange with like what
Yeah.
their actions are being
Yeah.
weird.
That's something that yeah, I got to critique them. They didn't think of that.
Yeah.
They should have, acted
But I think like when you
normal.
don't have access to the money and then you just
Oh,
all of a sudden have access, you're like, I'm gonna spend this because there's so much like money to be spent. Like, why not? You know?
what I'm saying though is it would have been like they would have been that much smarter or like recognized as like
But that's the other
geniuses.
thing is they're not smart. Like Lyle didn't do
Right.
good in school. Like Eric
Right.
was just above average. Like they weren't the
Right.
smartest guys. You know what I'm
Right. Right. Right.
saying?
Right.
So it's like the fact that they were got 6 months like and didn't get caught is like still crazy.
Like obviously the FBI, whoever was covering this story, the
Mm-hmm.
local police, obviously, like, back then, yes, they knew a lot about interrogation and like investigative stuff, like how to like read people, like their body, like everything in terms of like their body language,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
what is it, human psyche.
Sure.
But nowadays it's even
It's
more
crazy.
advanced. Yeah,
But
you can
honestly,
barely
like
get
the
away with shit.
main reason that like they weren't questioned right away is because they're like
It was their
it
parents.
was their parents and they
Yeah,
are like Beverly Hill kids, like
yeah,
they have
yeah, yeah, yeah.
money, like they're like
Exactly.
we're not even going to look into them because
Yeah.
why, you know?
Hmm.
So over the course of the 6 months, the brothers attended they went to see a therapist.
Right.
Um the therapist's name was Dr. Jerome Oziel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his last name right.
Hmm.
But basically the therapist sessions are the reason they ended up getting arrested. So
What?
yeah, so basically what happened
He
was
was that good?
it's not even that he was good, it was Eric is an idiot. um yeah, so basically Eric, it was like eating Eric alive that like it happened, and he was like, I need to tell someone, like da 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 da. So he tells his therapist, but his therapist was recording, and the therapist had a mistress at the time. So even the therapist isn't a good person, because how are you married, have a whole side mistress, all this stuff? It's
I
kind of
love how
insane.
the therapist just got dragged the
Dragged
fuck
into.
down.
Could you imagine? You're like cheating on your wife, like you have a mistress, and because your client confides in you about killing their parents, you now have to go forward with it because your mistress heard and told it's. If I
What?
was the
So the
wife,
the mistress heard the recording?
so yeah, so he let the therapist let his mistress listen to the session, and she went to the police. She was like, I'm going to the police for
It
this.
wasn't
Like,
even him.
no, she was like, I'm going to the police. Because I think he was
She's
like,
kind of a
listen,
snitch. I'm not
like,
gonna lie. No, I'm
yeah,
joking.
Elias.
I'm joking.
But I think he was kind of like, I'm going to record this, but I'm just like kind of scared to take it to the police, but like,
Right.
take it to the police. So
She's like, fuck it. I got no ties with you.
she's
I'm
like, I
taking this,
don't
bro.
give a.
Yeah.
So she took it to the police. But imagine that being the wife and being like, oh yeah, like they'll be like, how'd you
Mm.
get this? And she'd be like, well, my
We
man,
talk about more than just our thoughts,
you know
if
what
you know
I'm
what I'm
saying?
saying. Yeah.
Inappropriate. But yeah, so they ended up going to the police about it. Police were like, oh my God, what? Are you sure? Like,
At first, were they like, this is fake kind of thing? I could see
they're
that.
kind of
Like,
just like, but they were like, okay,
right.
we need to go arrest these guys because there's literal proof. Like he says it
Yeah.
on tape, like we murdered our parents, like we shot them,
Yeah.
this, and that.
Yeah.
Um, so Lyle was arrested on March 8th, 1990, in Beverly Hills, and Eric was playing tennis in Israel at the time, but he just came home voluntarily. So he was arrested March 11th. So
Had he stayed there, he kind of could have been.
he probably could have like gotten away
Yeah.
with it, but then
Yeah.
there would have been like a whole like wanted high chase, like
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to come home, but
no. But he was
yeah.
like, you know what, I'm just gonna come home because he felt guilty. He was like, you know
But
what,
did he
like
know his brother got arrested?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So then the whole court situation is like super crazy. It took a very, very, very long time to like convict them.
Mm-hmm. Well, hang on. So August to March. That was that the 6 months? That's
So they
it's more
got
than six, I think.
so the parents got murdered August 20th, 1989,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were arrested March 8th, 1980. So August,
Yeah,
September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So it was like yeah, seven,
about
six,
seven
seven
months.
months.
Mm.
Um yeah. So basically the tapes that Eric firstly Lyle was like, "Are you an idiot? Like why would you tell the therapist that we killed our parents? Like what is wrong with you?" That if they really wanted to take it far, then they would have
But
been like,
real shit, that I think that kind of just paints a picture of how much it was eating him. For him
yeah,
to admit that,
exactly. Exactly. Like to have like an actual like guilty conscience, cuz like if you
yeah.
didn't care for your parents, you wouldn't
He
care.
also thought that that's why I say the therapist was good because he probably made them feel so comfortable and like you
That's
could tell me
yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
What did you
exactly.
commit? Did you commit murder?
Yeah,
Tell me.
right. Exactly. Insane. So the tapes were used as evidence, which took about 30 months, like just to get like everything sorted. So then the Supreme
30
Court,
months?
yeah, the Supreme Court of California like got brought into this situation.
Right.
So December 7th, like taken, they got arrested March 11th. Okay.
Hmm.
So December 7th, they were accused and tried separately for murder. Um,
Tried separately.
yeah.
Interesting.
So the jury in Eric's case deadlocked on January 10th in 1994,
That's 4 years later.
4 years later. And it wasn't until April 17th that the jury found both of the brothers guilty. So it took the whole process took nearly 7 years to like convict them, which
They
is
were
like
they were buying time. Someone
insane.
was buying time.
Their like defense attorney was apparently really, really good and like
I
painted a
imagine with that much
picture.
money.
No, because so a lot of the cases, like the initial cases, ended in mistrials because the defense attorney had the argument that both Lyle and Eric were molested by their father since childhood,
Oh,
because they said that they were like, he molested us, like he didn't treat us good, like we were genuinely scared, like that's why we bought the guns, because we were scared of our dad. Because
holy
so
shit.
apparently the brothers went up to the dad and said that they'd go public with the abuse and destroy his reputation if he didn't stop like
Did the father
abusing
have a
them.
response?
So apparently they feared for their lives and if their dad was going to have like any type of retaliation. So that's why they bought the guns. And
Okay.
then they ended up just saying, you know, we're just going to kill him. We're just going to kill him.
Yeah, they must have felt like there was no escaping it.
Yeah. So like
Damn.
that's what's kind of crazy is the fact that like, because obviously you can't find out for sure if it was really the case if they were molested or whatever. But like watching the trials, because they have a documentary
Hmm.
of like everything and you can like watch the trials and like stuff online, and I watched them and like they both like break down crying a lot of times, and like some people were
Like
like,
talking
well,
about it.
yeah, like
Hmm.
it was very emotional, and like a lot of people were like, well, I don't know if they're crying for sympathy, and like because Eric was really into acting, like he could just be acting.
Mm.
But a lot of people are also like, no, like they were, you can tell like they're hurting and like this and that.
Yeah.
um
Well, people are gonna say whatever the fuck they want to say, anyways.
Exactly, you
Yeah.
know? So,
I love
basically,
it. No, I just got those. I love how everyone just becomes, myself included, everyone. We all just become the biggest in like FBI agents out there. Like we could read when someone's lying about their emotions.
mm,
No, he's faking. You see
he's
what he did
faking it.
yesterday?
He's literally, did you see when he bought that Rolex? He's literally fake. He doesn't
He's
care.
literally faking it.
He's literally a liar.
He took acting class. He's an actor.
He's an actor.
He's
Call Meryl
Leo. Call
Streep.
him Leo Menendez.
Leo Menendez. But yeah, the public pretty much hated them and like were
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
these guys are fucking phonies. Like, come on now.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so they ended up getting convicted, life in prison, this
Oof.
and that. So they both went to separate jails, but they wanted to be in the same jail, but they were like,
Yeah.
nah. So they went to separate jails. Um,
They've done that for so many other prisoners. Or
yeah.
wow, shit.
So
Okay.
they were separated and were serving life sentences like miles apart. But now they're in actually in the same facility. So they're
That's not bad.
both in Richard Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego. And you know what's
San Diego is the
crazy?
big one, I think. I
Yeah,
think it's
and
San
you
Diego.
know what is insane
What's
is
that?
like these guys, because they were very, very, very good looking guys, like both of them when they were
Oh,
younger.
okay.
Lyle now, not so much, but
No.
they were very, very good looking. So they
Hmm.
had like a little fan club of girls that thought they were very attractive and were like, "Oh my god, like I love you guys!" Like insane,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
"Mama, I'm in love with a criminal." It's weird. So they
Right.
actually both got married in jail.
Oh.
Yeah, Lyle got married twice. But yeah, so they
Ooh.
both got married in jail, which is like insane. I'm like, could you
Yeah.
imagine just being like, "Hey mom, just going to jail right now to go see my husband."
No offense, but I'm not shocked that the first one didn't work out. I'm surprised the second one is working out.
Yeah, but
What do you do when you're married? But it must be an open relationship.
I don't know. I don't
Or
think
it
it
has to be.
is.
That's crazy.
I don't think it is cuz like apparently their wives are very like devoted to them and stuff like that. So,
Well, maybe they found actual love. I don't know,
that's what
but
I'm
that's crazy to
saying.
me. That's insane.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much like the whole case like summed down into like a little
Right.
compact thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it got very like blown up last year on TikTok. It was all over my TikTok for you page. Like
Oh shit.
everything was all
Like
about like
just the story in general,
it
or was
was
there something new that
girls
came up?
being like, "Oh my god, like he's so cute." Like a lot of girls loved Eric because they thought he was the most attractive man ever. And I won't lie, he was very cute back in the day.
Right.
Like he could get shorties for sure.
You're right.
So it was like blowing up on TikTok that like not really the case, but just the brothers. So then I was like, okay, I want to like know about this case. So like I watched like YouTubers that covered it. I like read
Mm-hmm.
about it, watched the documentary, and I was like, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. But so now people are saying like there's like a little group of people that are saying that they should be let out because they were victims with their father's abuse and they were just like defending themselves, and it was like if they didn't do it then maybe something could have escalated with their dad and their dad could have like done something or whatever. So they're saying because of the abuse and the molestation with their dad they should be let out because it was like self-defense, which is like
I'm also taking in that they've been in prison for what, 26 years, about
they've been,
since
yeah,
95, you said? Or since 97?
97.
90, okay, so not 26, but
uh
24.
I lied, 94.
Oh my god, it's even longer.
Yeah. So they've been in jail for a fat minute.
Holy crap. So people are now coming forth saying, kind of
Yeah.
defending them.
Kind of just saying like listen, like or at least like give them another trial to
Right.
like see if they can at least get parole, like
Parole,
this
yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
Cuz like I do see in a way if the abuse thing is true,
Mm-hmm.
how they I don't think murdering anyone is okay
Mm-hmm.
regardless of the situation. But I do see what they're saying, but I'm also like they killed their parents. Like
It's a tough
it's
one. It's
tricky.
it's a
It's
tough one
very
because
tricky.
we will never understand what they felt.
No.
No one will. No one
And
will
that's
ever
what's
understand.
sad. And that's what's
There's
so
Hang on. There's
sad.
some people that probably will.
Yeah, of
The
course.
truth is, the sad truth is, there are people that are in
Yeah.
unfortunate situations.
Yeah.
But in terms of being, oh my god, like it's absolutely, like, it's murder. Yeah, yeah, it's murder. But at the same time, I think everything has to be get played into in the picture.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
So like if the whole like abuse and molestation thing is
yeah,
true,
yeah,
then like the case could have gone very very different. But I think because it was so like public, like it's hard to find a jury, I find, when you have such a public case to not be
yeah,
biased in a way.
yeah.
Um
So
I
what
don't
I'm
know.
thinking is, like, what if it got so bad to the point? I don't like using these what ifs, but what if it got so bad to the point where they killed themselves instead of their parents?
That's the
You know what
thing.
I'm saying?
Yeah, which is not, no one wants that either. That's why it's a very very tricky case, and that's why there's
Yeah,
two like parties of like let them get another trial or let them rot in jail, cuz like
yeah,
it's just very very tricky, but it's a very very interesting case, and like I
yeah.
probably did so bad explaining it.
No, I think you did a
But
great job.
if you're like actually interested in it, like I suggest like looking them up and like um reading about it or like
Yeah, yeah,
watching
no,
the
it
documentary.
sounds. I'm super into these like murder mysteries, or like these
Yeah,
murder cases.
like
That's
crime,
crazy.
true
Guys,
crime.
it's true crime is we're normalizing it. Okay,
Don't like the thing about true crime is that it's so
it's interesting.
interesting and you get
Yeah,
so invested because it's like what's going to happen next, and it's just like the fact that it is a true story and this is what actually happened and it's not fiction. It's kind of like
yeah.
I think
Like
it's
that actually
more
happened.
I think it's more mind blowing, and you kind of like can't fathom the fact that like this actually happened. You know what I'm
Because it's
saying?
so out of our norm. It's
Exactly.
not anything we would probably ever see, you
Yeah.
know?
So it's just like insane. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
the case of the Menendez brothers.
My god, so they're still in jail right now.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think they should have a new trial or do you think they should stay in?
It's a tough call. I think here's the thing about the whole, I don't know much about the prison systems. I'm not going to act like I fucking know what I'm
I don't
talking
know
about.
anything about prison.
But if there is a way that we can differentiate certain crimes, I know it sounds weird,
Yeah.
but okay, like rapists, murderers, those are like, I hate to say it, but those are like kind of really bad crimes, like you're killing someone, you're raping someone, you're
Raping, yeah,
assaulting
yeah.
someone, right? But like if you're stealing something, okay, like
Yeah, like
theft
petty theft, petty
without hurting
crime.
anyone, okay, that's still a crime. But should you be in jail for as long as these guys? I know you're not. It's not. You don't get a life sentence. But
Yeah,
what I'm
but you're
saying,
still
should
in
you
the
even be
same.
put in the same jail,
Yeah, I see what you're
right?
saying. I think the
So,
prison system is very corrupt.
mhm.
Um,
Like people went to jail for weed. Like what? Not
for
even a
like
decade ago,
it
people were going to
doesn't
jail.
it does, and now it's legal.
Yeah.
Like, why are the people that are in
Are they going to
jail?
get their years back? No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like it's
So, in terms of the Menendez brothers, it'd be interesting to say the least
yeah.
if they got another trial just to see where it would go.
Yeah.
And I could see that happening in our day and age.
Yeah.
I actually could. If we
Honestly,
had the same society 20, 30 years ago, absolutely not.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they not progressive, like very
I
old
think
minded.
if like they actually if it does happen, it would be solely because of like that group of people that are like pushing for it and saying like, guys, like
Mm.
we need another trial for this. Cause even like Kim Kardashian, like
She
she
spoke on it.
no, not on this case, but
Oh,
on a different case, actually got somebody released from prison. Um, I don't know if
no
like I don't
way.
remember the whole thing, but yeah, because she was like basically like into that stuff. So she actually ended up like taking her bar exam, like doing all the lawyer shit because she was very fascinated and ended up um, helping a woman like get out of jail because it was just like a whole thing. So
Wow.
like that's why I think like it could happen
Hmm.
because like I don't know. But then again, like celebrities have like obviously a different influence on different situations. But
Yeah.
I think if there's like a collective amount of people that are like saying give them another trial, like
Yeah.
they could potentially get another trial.
It also okay because you know how like there's an old expression of saying like if you could kill one person, like who is to say you can't kill
Can't
another,
kill
kind of
again.
thing.
Yeah.
But in this situation, it really, from what you've told me, they spent money.
Mhm.
They were. It didn't sound like they were getting into trouble, but they were just living. Like they were just like
Yeah.
doing all the things that they couldn't
They
do
couldn't do
before.
before pretty much.
So are they? Are they technically a threat to society,
Mhm.
or were they just really like
Fed up.
fed up with their parents and like they were
Yeah.
just trying to save themselves?
Yeah.
It's a really touchy. It's really
It's a hard
it's a hard line to
yeah.
fiddle
It's
across.
yeah. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
Thanks for telling
Like
me the story though.
yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I was all up in that last year. I was all over the case and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
I want. I wonder what the next update's gonna be.
I know. I'm going to keep like reading up and like being cuz if there is going to be another case, like another trial, I genuinely want to like
Oh, we gotta watch that shit live. We gotta
be
stream that shit.
stream it. Like that's going to be intense, but
Yeah.
who knows when that'll even happen if it even happens. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's the
We'll,
case of the
we'll keep
Menendez
the homies
brothers.
updated.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I butchered this story, I probably forgot details, but you pretty much got like the premise of
I
the.
got the gist of it.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure everyone else did.
Cool. That was fun.
Guys, we hope you enjoyed that little murder mysteries little show.
Yeah.
The
True crime.
Menendez True Crime, the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
Menendez.
Menendez
Not
brothers.
Mendez.
Not Mendez.
Like our boy
Menen.
Sean.
Ah, what a guy.
What a dude.
Is he still with Camila Cabello?
I don't know. I don't talk to him.
Oh, true, sorry.
Yeah, what do I look like? Like I'm his friend?
I mean, you could
No,
be.
I
He
would.
was
What?
from I don't know.
You know, I played
He
soccer in Peterborough. He's from Peterborough, right?
I thought he's from Pickering.
No, I think he's from Peterborough. I think
No,
it's
I'm
Peterborough. I
pretty sure
don't
it's
know.
Pickering.
How
You
much
know
you want to bet it's
what? I keep
Peterborough?
saying
You're
things
gonna keep
and
saying
I
how much
keep
you want to bet it's Peterborough.
no.
Put money on it.
Where was
Put money on
Sean?
it.
How much?
$5.
Okay, bet. Pickering.
Fuck.
Here,
I'll e-transfer you
I
later.
take e-transfer. Thank
All
y'all.
right. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed that episode. If you have any comments, let us know what you guys think about the case. If they should be let go, if there should even be another trial. If you feel for them, like what's popping, let us know
Yeah.
what you think.
If I missed anything, comment it down below that
Mhm.
if you know
Yeah,
something,
if you
be
have
like,
any
hey, like
updates.
this also happened, da da da.
Mhm.
So people can read up on it.
We're gonna make this a series on our YouTube channel, on our podcast. So be sure to look out for the next one. We're not gonna tell you what it is,
Yeah.
but it's coming. Maya, where can they find us?
You guys, us or me?
Maya, where can they find you?
Thank you.
I always mess this up.
It's okay. You're learning. You guys can find me at Maya Moulton with 2 N's on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Well, actually,
Two
YouTube is just
ends?
Maya Moulton. 2 N's because somebody
You should
stole
have done
my
3.
name.
Just
Should
go.
I? Should I
Yeah.
change it now?
Go for broke kind of thing. Yeah.
You know?
Go big, go home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
2N.
one? You can't do one?
On Instagram, I can't do one.
Oh,
So
okay,
I said,
okay.
let me just make it the same for all.
Yeah.
But I feel like
Yeah.
people think my last name is now spelt with 2 N's, and I'm like, it's
No, yeah, you got
not.
to change it. You
It's
got to change
not.
it.
It's so annoying. But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So you guys can follow me on those. Hey, where can they find you?
You guys can follow me at jjust.e on Instagram and just e on YouTube and jjust.e on TikTok as well.
Yes, sir. You guys
And
can.
where can they find us?
Oh, I went a little too early there. My bad. You guys can find us at the Fawn Bond on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We be posting every single day throughout different platforms. So if you want to keep up with us. No,
You got
yeah,
this.
keep up
No,
with
you
us
got it.
with what we're doing. Follow us on our socials. Um, yeah, that's pretty
Yo,
much it.
just want to say this real quick. Like, our TikTok is kind of popping right
Our
now.
TikTok is doing the
It's
thing that it's
kind
doing.
of doing that
As
thing.
for people that just started, it's not horrible.
Not horrible.
Not horrible.
I
You
highly
know?
encourage you guys to follow our TikTok.
Yes.
I'm not even saying that like to bait you. I'm
We
saying that
pretty
because we
much
actually post
post
funny
we
clips.
post the funny clips from the episode onto our
Yeah.
TikTok. So if you're like tired of listening to us speak for how long? For like 47 minutes, just like go to our
Yeah.
TikTok and see funny clips.
Yeah.
So don't miss out on that. And if you don't have TikTok, I don't know what to
Let-
tell you, but make it.
I'll tell them, look, guys, for the longest time, I did not like TikTok. Okay. I was like, what is this app? Is
Mm-hmm.
what? I did not like it.
Yeah.
Long story short, here we are. Okay.
Here we
Fucking,
are.
I like it now. What's going
Literally.
on?
Literally, yeah. I made my boyfriend get TikTok because I need to send him TikTok. So
No way you did that.
yeah. I said, "Sir, get on it," and now he's
I'm
on
sorry.
TikTok.
To him, I apologize. I know what you're going through.
Yeah. So get TikTok if you haven't followed us on that, and make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe.
Take it easy, guys. We'll see you guys soon.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Bye.
You kind of changed that. You started normal and then you went to yeah.
Yeah.